Hey guys and gals, Von Baden here with Nightmare Creations to bring you, I've been promising it, video on this moldable plastic. Right now I've made a few. I'll show those to you, and then when I start making some more here in a few minutes, I'll show you how that goes. But for this, you need a bowl. You need to borrow your wife's tea kettle and get the water heated up to 150 degrees. You don't want to go any hotter than that. And right now, I'm sitting at about 150, 160, my bad. So if it doesn't cool down a little bit, I will throw an ice cube or two in there. I don't know if that'll show up, but they're little white beads. You drop them in the water, and they got to sit in there for roughly about 2 minutes, and then they will become clear. You'll need something. I'm using a butter knife, but you can use a pair of tweezers or something to fish out the big old goober of them. You rip a piece off, and it's very moldable. This is for the Daybreaker skull, and I will glue his teeth on him and then give him some gum lines, because you know, gingivitis is the one thing that kills most zombies. Not really, but anyways, so you make them, and as you're molding them, they're clear, and as they start to cool down and turn back into stiff plastic, they turn white. So far I've done a grand total of 5. Yeah, I've done 5. So I'm gonna throw some in here and make another one, or maybe 3, and pick and choose which is going to be the best for the Daybreaker sword. So let's see where we're at with this water, and we are pretty close to being good. So no rhyme or reason on this, but you take a scooper of sorts, and it looks like little pellets. Put it in your water. I'm not gonna do a whole lot because I don't need a whole lot. So I used right there 2 tablespoons, and now I just sit and wait for them to become transparent. And the cool thing is with this, you don't have to do fangs. You can do actual teeth, human teeth. Let me look at my clock. 2:03. So 2:05 we'll go ahead and start the molding process. But you can very simply take smaller portions of it, mold it round, and then push it with your finger. This stuff is very pliable, to make your flat edge, and then, you know, kind of pull it to a point. Then once this is dry, you could actually, I mean, unless you're doing thick ones like that, you can snip the edges off of it so it's not a big old point. And got about another minute, but just to kind of, it's very gooey. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. There you go. It's gooey. You just keep it in the water, let it totally melt, and get your other pieces around it to where they all melt together. I'm using a glass bowl, but you could use a coffee mug or something like that as well, if need be. Alright, got another 30 seconds or so, and then I'll show you how easy this stuff is to mold. Cool. I'm not rambling so much, so the videos shouldn't be horribly long. Alright, so it's 2:05. So what I'm going to do is grab it. And on camera that looks like it's not clear, but you can take my word, it is clear. I'm going to rip a piece of it off and just kind of mold it to whichever direction you're wanting to go with it, a fang, whatever. I mean, that's pretty quick. Now that you can see that that is clear. And what I've been doing is kind of taking and laying it next to other teeth that I have to make sure I've got the right size. So the Daybreaker sword's teeth don't look all crazy and highs and lows and all that in between. But I mean, for the most part, pretty simple. The only thing that you do need to be very careful with is if you're molding several teeth, you don't want to have them touching any of the other ones that you've molded until you're completely done, because they will stick to one another, and that is a big pain in the butt. So with what I got here, I'm thinking I'm probably able to get this one, and maybe, ooh, this one might be a bit thicker. I might be able to tear some of this out. But also, when you go to paint these, because sometimes you'll get folds in the plastic from you molding it, you can get those little folds, which gives you kind of some detail for these things. When you paint them, you can get the grunge or whatever it is you're wanting to do into the teeth details. I will leave a link to where I picked up my thermoplastic beads. I got it off of Amazon, and I want to say that it was not too expensive at all. This one I want to definitely shorten up, and the way I've been molding it to shorten them up is I kind of push, it'll fatten it up, but I push the base back a bit. Alright, and then this will be my last one. And I'm going to, you've seen me mold it, I'm going to end the video here. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video and learned something amazing on how to mold plastic teeth. And maybe you might want to try to make some of your own. If you got any questions, problems, concerns, call your therapist. Any questions about this video, by all means, leave those down below. And I will see you all on the very next video. Thanks. Bye.